We've been joined by Coach Cross. Coach, good afternoon. How are you doing this afternoon?
Great, thank you.
Thank you, as always, for joining us on the teleconference. Before we get to that, with members of the media on the call, please press *1 at this time if you have a question for Coach Cross. Coach, before we get to that, number one seed, regular season outright champions. Can you just give us your thoughts on earning that number one seed and winning the first regular season Sun Belt championship for UTA?
Well, it was definitely a battle. I think the Sun Belt, in my opinion, it's the best since I've been a part of it. From top to bottom, the league was extremely good. If you're not ready to play on any given night, you're going to lose is the bottom line. And so I'm very, very proud of our guys for, putting it all together and managing to come out on top because, you look at every single game that we play and there's no team in here that you can just have an off day and expect to win a basketball game. So it's definitely good for the program, but we know the conference tournament is going to be an absolute battle.
Well, Coach, you don't know your opponent as of now, but of course you're playing the winner of Coastal Carolina and South Alabama. With both of those opponents, can you just give us your thoughts on what that game might be like on Friday against either one of them?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, it's kind of like a box of chocolates with our team and everybody else. You don't really know until the ball is thrown up, until, it's basically who has that edge, who's ready to play a little bit better defense. I mean, both teams are extremely capable. Both teams are very, very talented. Both teams can drive the basketball. They have some shooters. They have some inside guys. So it's hard to tell what's going to happen in that game. I know I'll be watching it and anxious to see it, but I could see the game going either way very, very easily, and it's probably going to be a well-fought game. I hope it goes into 10 overtime, so both of them are really, really tired when they face.
Well, Coach, with the all-conference and individual award winners being announced today, UTA had a big presence on that, including you with your first Coach of the Year honor in the Sun Belt. Basically, what are your thoughts on earning that award?
Well, I think it's a great honor, but I'm not a very good coach without great assistants, without great players, without great student assistants, trainer, strength coach, all those people that surround me. Those are the people that deserve this award just as much as I do. So I'm very thankful and blessed that I have a great staff, and and the players. They're the ones that went out there. We can put them in a position to be successful, but they have to go out there and they have to execute the game plan and they have to put the ball in the bucket, and it's not easy to do sometimes. So I'm very thankful for the guys that we have, and they played extremely hard this year.
Well, Coach, one of those student athletes is Kevin Hervey, who was named the Player of the Year this year. A year after coming back from an ACL and doing as well as he did this season. What are your thoughts on him earning this award this year?
Well, I think he's very deserving. He's definitely, just looking at it on the outside, he has to be one of the best players in the league. There's so many good ones, though. I mean, even as I was picking all conference guys, I mean, it's hard to pick your top 15 in this league because there's so many really, really top-notch players, and I imagine there's probably some last year that received honors and didn't receive anything this year, but that speaks to the level of the talent. But Kevin is he's an extreme talent. He's a 6'9" guy with a 7'3" wingspan. He can pass it, he can shoot it, he can drive it, he can post up. He's got a knack for rebounding. But I think what makes him really, really special is his ability to pass the basketball, and I think he does that as good as anybody in this league. It's almost like having another point guard out on the floor, and he definitely elevates everybody else around him.
Well, Coach, another addition to the all-conference team was second-team All-Sun Belt winner Eric Neal. Again, for those who might not have seen him play so far this season, what does he bring to your team?
Well, he brings an extreme level of quickness and competitiveness. He's one of the most fiery, competitive guys that I've ever been around. He lives in the paint. He's great off of ball screens. He's great in transition. When he makes up his mind he wants to be the best defensive player in the league, he has to be up there with the best of them because he's very, very pesky. He can make the opposing point guard have a miserable night because he's so quick, he can crawl up under him. But he makes us go. He's leading the conference in assists, and he gets our guys shots and makes it easier on our wings and big guys because he does create so much offense for them.
Coach, this is a new format this year with the tournament, and with top 4 teams earning a bye. How does getting the bye in this tournament and earning number 1 seed really affect your preparation for the tournament?
Well, I think it helps. Later stages. I think maybe the 5 through 12 because they're gonna get to play on the court and get some shots up and have a day of rest. They may have a slight edge for the first few minutes until seeds 1 through 4 get used to it. But I think as the tournament progresses, I think it becomes harder and harder for 5 through 12 because of the wear and tear and just playing so many games over a short period of time. So we're thankful for the bye, and we just have to, take it one possession at a time.
Well, Coach, thank you as always for joining us for the teleconference. Safe travels and best of luck coming to New Orleans.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. And again, that's head coach Scott Cross of UTA. The Mavericks enter the tournament as the number 1 overall seed.